Hi guys, it's Sandy with Urban Rebel Designs and Dixie Belle Mineral Paint. Thank you for joining us for our Back to Basics. Today I am demonstrating Boss, which is one of Dixie Belle's wonderful problem solvers. Boss was created to block odors. Ooh, I just got paint all over me. Block odors, stains, and to stop bleed through. I'm going to be demonstrating a couple of different ways to use it today, so I hope that you enjoy this. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. I'm by myself today, so I will try not to miss any, but forgive me if I do. We're going to get started. So one of the major problems that you will find when you start furniture painting is bleed through. A lot of mid-century modern mahogany furniture will bleed through, especially once that you give it a light sanding and open the grain. Also, some things that you will notice are if a child's been playing or somebody's dropped an ink pen or broken an ink pen, ink is notorious for bleed through. On this cabinet door, it's a gorgeous cabinet door that I've got that I'm going to make a coat rack out of eventually, but I wanted to use this as my demo today, and you can see here where I've gone over it with one coat of buttercream and it had an ink stain on it, and I hope you can see that where the ink bled through. And I can tell you from experience, no matter how many coats of paint I put on this, the ink's going to bleed through. May be able to do 5 or 6 coats and get it to stop, but I haven't had that experience. So down here I created an ink stain, and I've already done 2 coats of Boss, and the way that I created them, I cheated. I used a Sharpie and a magic marker. So I've already done, I did 1 coat of the white Boss. I let it dry for an hour, and then I went over and did a second coat. It's been drying for a couple of hours, and we'll paint it in just a few minutes. But I wanted to show you how this works, so I've created another ink stain right here. And what we're gonna do is, and I'm using the new Dixie Belle brushes today. If you haven't seen these or you haven't tried them yet, they are amazing. Hi Billy, hi Tracy. This is probably my favorite. It's the mini. I just love it because of the ease of use. And I'm going to use white Boss. Boss comes in 3 sizes and 2 colors. You can get the white or the clear, and it comes in an 8 ounce, a 16 ounce, and the Mega Boss, a 32 ounce. And so today on this door, what I'm going to be using is the white, because I'm going to be going over it with buttercream, so I don't mind that it has that extra coverage. And that's the great thing about the white Boss. And my lid just fell in. Is if you're doing a light color, it also gives you that base coat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this down here, and I'm just going to lift this up so you can see it. I'm just going to go over this part, and you'll see that I'm getting a little bit of bleed through there. That's fine, because this is going to block that. I'm also going to go ahead down here on the part where I've already painted to show you how well that's going to block. So what we'll do is we'll just give this 1 coat. We're going to let that dry for an hour, and we'll come back and we'll do a second coat. Like I said, it also comes in clear. So if you're doing a project and you know that you're going to go back and you're going to be doing some distressing, or you want a little bit of the wood grain to show through, then I would suggest using the clear. My favorite use for Boss is to block odors. There are a couple of odors I can think of right off the top of my head that pretty much no matter what you do, you're not going to get those out of furniture. And I have a really good example of that right here. I went to one of the local thrift stores and I picked up this old split oak basket, and to be perfectly honest, it smells like somebody used it for a litter box. Cat urine is one of those smells that you're going to have a really, really hard time getting rid of that. So I'm going to be using this in my personal home decor, and I know that I want to make it red because that goes with all my stuff. So I'm using clear because I also want a little bit of the wood to show through. So you can see on this side where I coated it with a little bit of the clear, and I coated the inside. I'm going to do inside and outside. I should tell you how I prepped this first. Because when I bought it and it was less than $1, it looked like it had been left outside for quite some time. So I cleaned it with Dixie Belle's White Lightning. I keep this mixed up in a spray bottle, and I use it on everything. It's awesome. So, and I know that we had live on prep on Monday. We did prep and cleaning, and she used White Lightning. So if you've been following the series, which I hope you have, it's going on through the end of the month. It's a Back to Basics series, and thank you for joining us. Then you know all about White Lightning. After that, after I cleaned it with White Lightning, I went back and I used the scrubby soap. If you haven't tried the scrubby soap, this stuff is amazing. I wish you had smell-o-vision, because this one is the lemon. It comes in lemon, lime, and orange. If you can see, it has the scrubby built in. This is perfect for cleaning your brushes, getting paint out of fabric, getting paint off your hands, which I'm going to need after the live. This stuff is also available through your Dixie Belle retailer. So I went in and I scrubbed it with the scrubby soap, put it in my bathtub and let it dry. And then I'm going to coat inside and out with Clear Boss. And then I'll go back after that's finished and I'll paint it. What I wanted to show you here on the cabinet door, on this end, where I already have 2 coats and it's dried, you can see that it's dry. I'm going to go back with buttercream. Oh, that's not the buttercream. With the buttercream, and I'm going to do 1 coat of buttercream on this so you can see how well it blocks the stain. It will not let it bleed through. I am going to tell you, I'm going to pour a little bit of buttercream out into a bowl, just a little bit. If you're new to painting, here's a tip. Don't paint directly from your jar. You can contaminate your paint. And when you go back, it can be dirty. Sometimes it can smell. So pour a little bit out, and we're going to dampen our brush. And this is the OS brush. Isn't that shape just amazing? So I'm going to get a little bit on, and we're going to go over this. And you will see that with the 2 coats of Boss and the 1 coat of buttercream, I'm going to get a complete coverage. I'll hold that up so you can see. See, you can no longer see where the ink stains were. It blocked it completely. This is a water-based product, so it is a soap and water cleanup. Easy peasy, love it. Some other things that you might have problems with, and I have an example back here, is sometimes oak will bleed, like I said, mid-century modern mahogany, but this is a little pine desk that we're getting ready to start, and you'll notice that it has knot holes. Knot holes are notorious. So what I'm going to do before I start it, I'm going to clean it. I'll probably give this a light sanding because it has some scratches and some scarring. And then I'm going to go back and all of the knot holes that are in it, because I will do the inside and the outside, and you can see another one right here. I will go ahead and just Boss over the knot holes. Then I will paint it and see if we have any other bleed through. That's the great thing about Boss. Get that set down. If you're not sure about it and you don't want to waste product, go ahead and do 1 coat of paint see where you're going to have bleed through. Then you can go back and you can spot it, and then do your second coat. So anytime that you have wood that you know is going to bleed through, I would use this. I don't use it on everything. A lot of people do, and that's great. I will use it if I see an ink spot, if I know I've got knot holes, if I've got mid-century modern mahogany. Most of the time, if I've got cherry, anything that I know is going to bleed, I'm going to go ahead and emboss it. I'm either going to use the white, depending on the finish color that I want, I'll use the white or the clear. You'll notice that the clear on here dries just a little bit cloudy, but you still see the wood through it. And since I'm going to go through and I'm going to distress this a little bit when I finish, I do want some of the wood color coming through. Like I said, this is a Back to Basics series for Dixie Belle. I'm Sandy with Urban Rebel Designs. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on Urban Rebel Designs on Facebook. Another thing that I wanted to offer is, if you don't have one of the new how-to books that shows you how to use every product that Dixie Belle has, and today's product is Boss. If you don't have one of these, or if you don't have one of the new color cards, these are awesome. Has all 64 colors, and they're true colors. And on the back, it has a listing of all the products that Dixie Belle sells. Then please message me, Urban Rebel Designs on Facebook, and I will stick these in the mail to you. Now, I'm going to have to go up close to see if we have any questions. How do I decide white or clear? It will depend on the effect, the final effect that I'm going for. If I'm doing a light color, a white, a yellow, a peach, or even a light green, then I will use white just to go ahead and get my base coat so I can get a true color. If I know that I'm going to want some of the wood showing through, then I will use the clear. If I'm undecided, I'm probably going to use the clear. Like I said, it's a water-based product. It's soap and water cleanup. It is so easy to use, and it's like a little insurance policy. I have put a link in the title to this video. If you don't have a retailer, feel free to click on that link. You can order through it. If you do have a retailer, they are your absolute best resource. So go see them, give them a call, ask them whatever questions you have. Our retailers are fabulous for helping people. That's all I can think of on Boss. Let me see if you have any questions. Yes, Nancy, you need this in your life. Hello from Michigan. Again, I am Sandy Harbor with Urban Rebel Designs in Aztec, New Mexico. You can find Dixie Belle in Aztec at the Urban Rebel Designs booth at Renovation Outlaws, 801 Maddox Avenue. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, where Christy Latham with the Farm Table will be demonstrating Dixie Belle paint, a wet brush versus dry brush. I can't wait for that. Now I need to pick a winner. One of you lucky people who have been commenting is going to win a jar of Boss, color of your choice. I will go back through really quickly the comments, and I will pick a winner. What you need to do is message Dixie Belle with your name, phone number, and shipping information, and they will get your prize out to you. So let's see who we have. And I apologize again, I'm by myself today. So Tanya Adams is our winner. Yay, Tanya, congratulations. Message Dixie Belle. You'll get your choice of clear or white Boss. It's a fabulous product. Dixie Belle does a wonderful job with their problem solvers, and they're always coming up with new innovative ideas on ways to solve these problems. I hope you all have enjoyed this. Join us tomorrow, join Christy tomorrow, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.